she would put these kids through goddamn like chaos, bruh. The shit they would go through, like they would go through anuses. Reapers, what's is good? It's your boy Laser. He's the vibes back with another scary reaction video. He's on the scary content, so continue to live. He has written the top 10 scary magic school bus theories you won't believe. Guys, there's so many crazy ass theories on those shows and all that shit. We're about to dive straight into the magic school bus. If you enjoy scary content, you enjoy scary features, hit the like button. You subscribe to the notification bell icon. I also stream every night on Twitch. Go check out the streams, they're fucking amazing. Let's dive straight in this video.
Safe to say that Miss Frizzle seems like the best teacher in the entire world. The Magic School Bus was one of the greatest shows in the 90s, one of my favorite cartoons growing up, and just talking about it brings up so much nostalgia. But apparently the Magic School Bus is polluted with some pretty dark and terrifying conspiracies.
Well, I know one thing, the Magic School Bus used to go in people's anuses.
Theories that might change the way that you perceive the show. Well, how's it going, YouTube? I'm your host for this one, Landon. I am pretty sick right now, and welcome back to another most amazing top 10 video. Well, I don't feel sick, it's just my throat. It's been bothering me. It's like there's like a mass, like a ball in my throat. It's so dry all the time. And before we get into this video, let me ask you guys, what cartoons did you guys grow up with, or what is your favorite cartoon right now? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, let's all hop on the Magic School Bus. This is the top 10 scary Magic School Bus theories you won't believe.
Here we go.
Starting this list off in at number 10, the original idea of the show was actually so traumatic that it drove people to drug abuse. The Magic School Bus was initially meant to be, you know, a kid's horror show that was similar to Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Oh, look at those fucking fish lips. I'm sure fucking what's her name? Nessa Barrett can relate. Is that her name? Nessa Barrett. Fish lips.
I can't
That's
really...
mean. That's mean. I don't like being mean, but at the same time, am I wrong? No, but all jokes aside, Nessa, please don't come for me. She's a TikToker, right? Wait, no, she's not a TikToker. She's a basketball player, right?
See this? Originally the show was called Horror is Alive, and the entire first scene was already written. But apparently the scenes from the show were so traumatic that some of the people working on the project started to abuse illegal drugs. Oh, and get this, the original writer, director, committed arson, and that's to make sure that the written season was never seen by anyone. So he burned down all of the material that was created for the show. I mean, what the heck did they write? I'm a little bit curious to the original script of the Magic School Bus. Miss Frizzle is a wizard, and this fan theory takes us to number 9. Apparently Miss Frizzle must either be some sort...
She does got that wizard look, low-key. Bro, Miss Frizzle, like... She's like the teacher everybody dreams of having, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, no, actually, no, everyone dreams of having that teacher that's just fine as shit and wants to... you know those fine-ass teachers that get caught with those cases? Oh, no, that's fucked. I don't want to... I did not just say that.
Sort of powerful wizard.
No, literally, that's fucked. That was fucked. But at the same time, it's like, don't lie. Like, we all kind of wish it did happen to us, but it's like they always snitch and shit. You know what I'm saying? Those weird ass teachers, it's fucked. But it's like, at the same time, we low key wish it was us.
Or psychic, because she always manages to stay calm and get the class out of like any life-threatening events that they always seem to be in every episode. Some people even believe that she went to Hogwarts School of Magic, but then she dropped out because she was failing. Maybe that explains why her field trips are, you know, sometimes disastrous, and oftentimes we see the kids facing some pretty dangerous scenarios. Maybe the Frizz needs to go back to wizard school so that she can relearn, you know, the fundamentals. Number 8, Miss Frizzle was basically a child abductor. Think about it for a minute. Miss Frizzle told the parents that
she low-key was, like, she always used to fucking take them to, like, goddamn, like, she would take them to, like, she would put these kids through goddamn, like, chaos, bruh. The shit they would go through, like, they would go through, anuses. They would go through fucking,
she would be taking them on, you know, innocent field trips. Sometimes she says that she was taking them to the zoo or the planetarium, when in reality, she was taking them to outer space or Antarctica. If you were these parents, wouldn't you be super upset? I know I would be. She's lying to these parents and taking them on these crazy field trips where they have an 88% chance of dying or losing a limb. I mean, she's exposed them to radiation, hypothermia, and some other pretty intense situations. I bet the majority of the time she didn't even get the permission slips from the parents. Or maybe like she's forging them herself. It seems like she kidnapped them during the day and made sure that they were back when school was.
Miss Frizzle, you can kidnap me any day. Please take me. Kidnap me and take me off. Send me to goddamn a different universe where there's a bunch of milky stars. I can milk my milkers.
Over. I mean, what's stopping her from kidnapping all of these kids and never coming back? I mean, the police would never be able to find her. Miss Frizzle is basically the Tony Stark of her time. And
what? That's such a random ass comparison. What the fuck? How do you mix bro? 2020. Well, no, never mind. That was what I was about to say. Would not make sense anyway whatsoever. But it's like, bro, like 20 whenever this video came out, you know those like memes where like it says like it shows like an old time period and then it shows like a new time period and it's like ridiculous. I don't fucking know. But Miss Frizzle is Tony Stark. Like that's such a random ass comparison. Like it's like me. It's like comparing a fucking. It's like bringing up a fucking. You see this deodorant. It's like talking about how deodorant makes vanilla ice cream melt on your tongue.
And this takes us to number 7.
Like, you know what I'm saying? No sense whatsoever.
The school bus and all of these field trips seem to be magic. But really, they are just advanced technologies and robotics that are being used to alter mass, space, and time. Not only did she engineer a super futuristic and a high-tech school bus, she was also able to confer to the mind of an ordinary lizard to have the same intelligence as a dog. We think that she became a school teacher so that she can ward off.
Dude, look at the fucking lizard. That's a lizard, right?
Suspicion from others. If anyone knew the truth, the government would want to confiscate her work and reverse engineer it. And after all, who would really believe crazy stories coming from 6 or 7-year-olds? I mean, the answer is nobody. That's why she was able to get away with all of this for such a long time. Now at number 6, where are Arnold's parents? It's no secret that Arnold always appeared sad or unwilling to participate in adventures with his friends. He was always a loner and was always super cautious. Well, as it turns out, he might have been abused or neglected by his parents. In the episode titled Go Cellular, he talks about how he's eating nothing but seaweed for the past month. I'm not an expert or anything, but that sounds like his parents are never around or they just don't care about Arnold. It's
Arnold. Wait, what?
Sounds like he's being super malnourished and it seems like he doesn't get the love and support that he needs from home. Miss Frizzle and all of the kids were high on drugs and this insane theory that might be plausible.
Everybody get high, come on. Come on, guys, let's all get high together. Come on. Guys, don't lie, guys. Our high asses, we all took our night, bro. We all just decided to slit our throat when we were high. Don't lie, we all did that. Who can relate? Mama.
Takes us to number 5. Apparently Miss Frizzle should have lost her teaching license a very long time ago because every day that she showed up for work, well, she was either high or on some pretty intense drugs. She turned her Back to School bus into a hotbox, and whenever she took the kids on a field trip, well, she would hotbox the heck out of those kids. Think about it for a second. All of those crazy field trips can never happen in real life, right? But it could happen in the drug life. Miss Frizzle.
I mean, dude, I've never taken any like psychedelic. I've only done, dude, the only drug I've ever done, if you want to count like Adderall, like prescription drug. I'm not gonna include prescription drugs. I did Adderall. Adderall makes you feel like a zombie. Worst substance I've ever taken. But fucking what's it called? Goddamn what was I gonna fucking say? I'm trying to think. No, but the only drug I've ever done was like weed, and I hated it. Weed makes you feel like just hella paranoid, and it's like I'm a very like thinking person. Like I think a lot, and it's like I get lost in my thoughts. When I'm on weed, it's like everything just becomes like, look, I'm gonna be for real. Like, here's the thing about weed. Like, it's like, to me, it's like I can't explain it. Like, the paranoia is like actually enjoyable. Like, I can't explain it. Like, it's actually kind of fun in a way, you know? Like, I don't know, like when you just get lost in your thoughts about it. Like, you know, I hate it because like it makes you paranoid as shit. But it's like, is it weird to say that like the paranoid the paranoia actually makes it kind of fun. Like, it kind of just makes it like a cool experience, you know. I don't like. I did like. I never really liked weed, but it's like. It just gives me it gave me an experience that was like pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't plan on doing it again in the future, but like you remember in one of my other videos I said something about how I want to fucking like binge watch like Courage the Cowardly Dog. Watching that show high would be fucking amazing. I mean, like I probably like I don't want to smoke again. I like being sober, but it's like if I ever do weed again, it would be just for Courage the Cowardly Dog, and that's it. Like I said that in one of my other videos. Like I might do it in the future with someone, but it would have to be with someone. Like I would have to do it with someone else. But it's like, nah. Like I have no intention of ever smoking again. I want to stay sober for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying?
I was actually a patient in an insane asylum.
Like, I don't do any sort of substance. I like being sober, bro.
And this dark theory brings us to number 4. It's been suggested that our beloved teacher, Miss Frizzle, is actually locked in an insane asylum where the students and all of the adventures they go on are the results of her psychosis and mental breakdowns. The theory goes on to say that she was actually a teacher, but her disobedient students and the stress from her job actually caused her to go through a midlife crisis, so she's being placed in an institution, you know, for her own protection. They're constantly giving her strong drugs that leave her in a catatonic state. So all of these field trips are just a result of her memories from being a teacher mixing with her psychosis. Next up, number 3, Arnold died in the first episode. Poor Arnold, he was always forced to go on these elaborate field trips or do these things that he wasn't comfortable doing. And this time, he got a lot more than he bargained for because, well, apparently the first episode
I forgot, like, Miss Frizzle used to be so goddamn, like, risk taking, bro. Like, she's the definition of risk taking, bro. She used to make these kids do the craziest things ever, like go do this, go do that, like the craziest fucking motherfucking things of all time, bro. Go jump off this cliff and don't worry, you'll have butterfly wings when you before you hit the ground.
He died. I mean, it could have been episode 1 and the season's done. Well, he died when he tried to remove his helmet in space. Take a look at this.
You're stuck! Arnold! No!
Is this real life right now? I don't know. Maybe Arnold should have read the fine print on his permission.
No, like, what actually happens when you take your helmet off in space? Like, does your face actually, like, shrivel up? Is that true? Like, I know, like, apparently, like, you know, obviously the pressure, but it's, like, you feel like a choking sensation, like, you just pass out immediately and die. Is that how it works? But is it, like, true your face, like, shrivels up? Is that true? I don't think so, right? You know, obviously the color in your face would probably change immediately, but it's, like, I don't know.
Permission slip, or better yet, Miss Frizzle should have taught them some common sense and to never remove their helmet while in space. Number 2, the kids are being sexually abused. This theory is pretty dark, and I'm sorry if I ruined your childhood for you, but doing the research ruined my childhood. There are a bunch of episodes where the kids go on field trips and witness multiple species during the reproduction.
You good? You good, bro? Me and who, bro? Bro, me and who? Oh my god, me and who? Me and who?
Productive time. Take, for example, the episode from season 1 called Going Upstream.
There's your answer, Carlos.
What? Is he some sort of car wash?
No, don't egg.
I forgot about that fucker, bro. I hated that fucker. I never could stand that fucker. That was like my least favorite character. I never liked him. I don't know why. I just never liked him. You know what's crazy? Like, I only watched this show, like, bro, here's the thing about the Magic School Bus. Like, I'm gonna be completely for real. It's a good show, but let's be for real. Like, did we ever actually watch this show, like, outside of school? Like, I feel like this was just one of those things you would only see in, like, school. Like, the only time, like, I loved the show, but it was, like, I never would, like, watch it, like, outside of school, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would be the type of show I would watch, like, in school. Did people actually, like, casually watch this shit, like, outside, you know what I'm saying?
Have to be fertilized by the males before they can grow and hatch?
The kids are converted into miniature size and they're put into salmon eggs. Later on, you can see that the male salmon ejaculates on the eggs while the kids are still in there. So what if these kids were actually being sexually abused on field trips and they just come up with these wild stories, you know, as a way to cover up from the trauma, and their parents never believe them? Miss Frizzle is a cold-blooded murderer, and this takes us to number 1. Alright, so it's speculated that Miss Frizzle is involved with a top-secret organization who built and manufactured a magic school bus. Miss Frizzle would take her students on crazy field trips so that she can test their endurance and strength. The weaker students would be brutally murdered, while the remaining students would be taken to a secret laboratory to have their minds erased. The organization and Miss Frizzle would teach these kids to be cold-blooded murderers who were trained to take control over Earth. This would explain why her class was so small. Not everyone made it out alive. Well, there you go.
No, yeah, I mean, like, I wonder why. She used to take them on the craziest fucking fever dream trips ever. But damn, it's crazy. Well, guys, as if this video, hope you enjoyed it. Which one of those magic school bus theories was the most scary to use or scary content? You know, scary to do. I'll see you next one. Peace.